Hey guys, I'm Karen and welcome to Simple Confections, where I try to break down these seemingly complicated baked goods into step-by-step instructions that you can follow at home with a few ingredients and probably some tools that you already have lying around the house. So let's get started! So what I'm gonna show you how to make today are, ta-da! If you can't tell what they are, you probably can because I stack them so weirdly, but they're egg tarts. I've been eating these since I was a little kid. I still eat them today, and this is my version of an egg tart. So let's get started in the kitchen. Okay guys, so let's gather our ingredients. So the first thing that we're gonna need is 3 large egg yolks, 2/3 cups or 75 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon or 10 grams of cornstarch, a half cup or 100 grams of milk, 1 cup or 200 grams of heavy cream, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And here we're going to use a package of puff pastry sheets. And also you're going to need a cupcake or a muffin pan. Okay guys, so let's get started. First you would need a medium to large size bowl and a whisk. So what you would do is take the egg yolks and put it in the large bowl. Okay. Take the sugar and take the cornstarch and put it in the same bowl. And then whisk away until it becomes pale yellow. Okay guys, I've been mixing for probably a minute long, and this is what you end up with. It's pale yellow and very thick. So this is what you're looking for. And so we're gonna leave this and go and heat up our milk mixture. Okay, so get yourself a medium-sized saucepan pot and pour the milk and the heavy cream and also vanilla. Whoops. Okay, and pour the vanilla in. And we're gonna bring this to a boil and come back to our egg mixture. Okay, I have my milk and cream mixture boiled. So now I want to incorporate that into our egg mixture that we set up earlier. And the reason why we put the eggs into the sugar is because the sugar protects the egg from being cooked by the hot mixture that we're gonna pour in. So we're not gonna dump it all at once, just a little bit at a time, because if you do it all at once, you're gonna get scrambled eggs. So a little bit at a time. You pour a little, and then you mix a little. All right, and once it's all mixed, then you add a little bit more. So probably I'm gonna add this in increments of 4. All right, so now this is all done. If you want to ensure that this is really, really smooth and you didn't cook any of the egg yolks, I would suggest putting it through a sieve and getting all the lumps and bumps out. But I'm just gonna leave it like this and I'm gonna let this cool. Let this cool at room temperature and then put it in the fridge for another 30 minutes. Okay guys, so while we're waiting for our mixture to cool off, we're gonna start setting up the tart shells. So I'm just gonna use store-bought puff pastry. It just makes it easier. Feel free to use your own tart shell recipes or pie crust recipes. It'll do the same. It'll work just as fine. So, but I'm just gonna use this. And just remember, if you buy it from the store, to follow the instructions on how to pre-prepare them so that you have workable dough. So Here, I'm gonna use a cup to basically cut out my circles because I'm gonna fit them into the muffin pan. So make sure the rim of whatever you're cutting out is a little bit bigger than the actual muffin tin itself. Okay, so here we're able to make 6 of these for this recipe. Okay, so we're gonna put this in our muffin tins. So now we're gonna take one of these pre-cut puff pastry circles and we're gonna put it into the muffin pan. Now what you wanna do is kind of stretch it out a little bit. Don't be too rough with it. You don't want to tear it. And you're gonna press it up against the muffin hole. Okay, so that's what you want to do. If you break it or you see that there's like maybe a little tear, you can always just kind of push it with your finger and kind of close it up a little. It's very forgiving. So, you know, work with it and you'll get the hang of it after the first one. So, all right, let's do all of these. Okay, so once the mixture is pretty much, I mean, it doesn't have to be cold, it just has to be cool, I guess, and room temperature. So once that is established, then you would pour this into your molds. So I actually transferred my mixture into a more pourable cup so I wouldn't make a mess. So yeah, just pour it, don't fill it to the top. Fill it like 3/4 of a way. Because the mixture itself, it's gonna puff up in the oven. Okay guys, I was able to press out 3 more shells. So the reason why I didn't realize that I could make more this time was when I was doing the test recipe, my muffin tins were bigger. And that's why it only made 6. But these are smaller. So depending on the size of your muffin tins or your cupcake tins, you're gonna get more or less. So you have to gauge on that yourself. So don't panic. If you get more, it's fine. If you get less, it's fine. It's just probably your baking tin is different size than mine. So that also leaves me to bring up a point that I'm gonna put this in my oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and for 30 minutes. I'm gonna check on it every 20 minutes. But here's the thing. All our ovens are different. So depending on if you have gas or electric, you kind of have to keep a watch on it. So even if I'm giving you a time like 30 minutes, you should check on it. And I'll give you tips and indications on how you can check that this is done. So I'm gonna put this in my oven and I'm gonna check on it later. Okay, so how you know it's done, I just took these out, is they're kind of jiggly on the top. They kind of poofed up. I took it out already. They poof up, but they're gonna sink back down. They're golden on the top. And if they're a little scorched, that's better too, but I like it this way. So yeah, so now we just gotta resist. We gotta wait 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes for it to cool down because you're definitely gonna burn yourself if you try to eat it now. So be patient and we'll get tasting in a bit. All right guys, the best part has finally come and that's the tasting part. So grab your beverage of choice. Mine is espresso. And let's taste one of these guys. All right. Let me show you. Creamy on the inside, flaky on the outside. Oh, that is so good. Eaten warm is perfect.
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. Alexa just responded to me for some reason. That scared me a little bit. But anyways, I'm gonna leave that in there. So yeah, with a couple of simple ingredients, you can make this at home too. But I know I'm filming at a time right now where the world is a bit crazy. We're in this weird situation right now. Please stay home. Please stay safe. Don't go out there just to get ingredients just to make this. Use substitution. You know, until then, keep watching my videos, but please, please, please stay safe. If you like what I did here, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and also please leave some comments down below for, for suggestions for the next video. And until then, stay safe and always end the day with something sweet. And I'll see you next time.